No, it just went live, so you can start while I'm posting.
Ooh, boyos. All right. Well, thank you for coming back to episode 2. If you did, I don't know. But we're on episode 2
if they're
of the
hearing
Vorpal
you talk.
podcast. Well, all right. I don't know. I can't see the viewers. But
It's going on YouTube after.
it's episode 2, that's fine, of the podcast, of the Vorpal podcast. And we have a special guest referee here, Bostonian Chris. Say hi to everybody.
Let's get a round of applause.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. And this week's podcast, we's going to be talking about vid games. Going over some top 5 old schools and talking about some Destiny stuff happening. Games all around.
You should have said he was our resident warlock.
Yeah,
I should have.
He's
I
a
should've.
floofer.
He is a float
floofer.
boy.
I am. We can get into that when we talk about Destiny.
That's
sure.
all. That's totally all right. But if you want to start us off, we'll start off with the top 5 NSES games that you would consider your top 5.
Is SNES just wanted to auto
Yeah.
you?
It's been a long day.
No,
Yeah. I gotcha. I figured out what you meant. So my top 5 in no particular order. I got NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat 2, Street Fighter 2, Super Castlevania 4, and Super Mario RPG.
nice.
That's a good list.
I had a good childhood when it came to Super Nintendo.
It's because you're old.
Yeah,
Dear
little bit.
God.
I'll go next.
Way to bury the guest, Mike. Thanks.
I gotta
I
be
can't-
consistent.
I
I
can't
have to be
wait.
consistent.
I can't wait to come back again.
I'm gonna go next. For me, we got that in common. Super Mario RPG. I beat that game at least once a year. Like, it's phenomenal. Chrono Trigger. That should probably actually be
I knew
number
it.
1.
That, I was gonna say if that's not
I was
number
gonna
one,
say,
Trigger.
do it, dude.
I got a tattoo plan for that, and phenomenal. Breath of Fire 2 is going to be up there. Mega Man X, of course. And the last one, it was tough because Super Nintendo has a ridiculous amount of great games. But I'm going to have to go with Link to the Past. I think wait, was that 4 or 5? Do I know how to count?
I think you counted right.
That sounded 5. That sounded like 5.
Yeah.
So,
was, yeah.
all right, I'm gonna do my list. I didn't play a lot of SNES. I'm not gonna lie. So these are games that I played and enjoyed.
Because
a
you're
lot.
young.
I'm yeah,
I'm
you know.
pretty old.
It's cause you're young. You youngins.
Hey, it's all right.
I grew up with Super Nintendo, man.
Yeah. So Super Mario World, because that was like the one I played on holidays at my family's house. Link to the Past, obviously, it's fucking goated. F-Zero
The
Racing,
randomizers.
bro. F-Zero, Captain Falcon,
I remember F-Zero.
goated.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2, Earthworm Jim 2. That's my list.
It's a good list.
Yeah,
I got some
Earthworm
common
Jim
ones
2.
with
I'm
you
sorry,
guys, too.
Earthworm Jim 2. Seriously?
yeah.
Earthworm Jim was
a
pretty
sick
good.
game.
It was fun,
It's
dude.
actually on.
It
That's
was
on
fun.
my list too.
Don't hate.
No, I
So
hated
for
it.
my-
I'm just disappointed.
Oh dear lord, he's just.
All right, everyone.
disappointing it.
Well,
But
that was it. Thanks
That
for
was
coming
it.
tuning into the Vorpal cast.
All right, I guess later.
Guys, I appreciate the invite. Thank you. I'll see myself out.
All right,
I
Evan.
like it. 3-minute podcast. I
Yeah,
love it. So
yeah.
my top 5, I got a couple agreeing. Of course, the Mario 64. I got to play that, and then I re-got it for the Switch and actually got to play it again.
Oh, nice.
And got further. Mega Man X, of course, I'd agree with Riley. Mega Man is one of my childhood ones for sure. If I didn't say Mortal Kombat, it would be a sin because I've played fucking all of them till now. And then I couldn't remember. I don't think this one was on there. I couldn't remember. I don't know if they had a Gundam Wing game back in the day on that game. I think it was only in Japan. But I would have to go with Earthworm Jim as well because that was a fucking fun one. Those are the ones that I got to play a lot. And then, if I added another one, it'd be Donkey Kong.
Chris, you want to talk shit about how he added Earthworm Jim, or just me?
Well, I mean, I can't really say much different than what I already said. So,
I'm old
You
as
gotta
fuck,
be
boy.
consistent. All right?
consistent my ass.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah, no. I wish I played more SNES. I just like.
Same.
I mean, like, I don't know. It was a little like I started really getting into games when like Genesis and stuff came out. So I had a Sega Saturn, bro.
Jesus Christ! Which brings us.
You were like the only one.
Hey, Pete,
you were like the only one.
Look at that segue though. Look at that segue. Shoot.
It's almost like we planned it.
Yeah, weird.
Bro, I don't even own a Segway.
I do on Fortnite.
Yeah,
legs.
Oh well, I mean shit. But that goes. We'll segue right into the segue of Sega.
Oh,
we'll talk about the top 5 of the Sega if you got to play them bad boys. Who wants to start off with this top 5?
So I want to start with it because I didn't make a list. Because I didn't know what Sega was. Because when you typed it in the group chat,
Sega
it said
Genesis.
sets.
I thought.
Oh, they got Phantasy Star 4 on there though.
Yeah, I'm putting Phantasy Star on my top because it's Sega. I didn't know if we're going Sega console specific or just Sega in general.
Sega in general.
Okay,
I had
cool.
a Sega Genesis when I had one.
Phantasy Star, any of them, they're so good, so good. Definitely Sonic Adventure, Jet Set Radio, which was on the Dreamcast. Dude, they had a Power Rangers game that I had.
Yes, sir, they did. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's on my top.
Yeah, that's up there.
That was a good one.
Yeah, dude, it was so good.
Phenomenal beat 'em up.
Yeah, and then I would just say like some like old school Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, bro. Like that shit was just so much fun.
Hell yeah.
That was my shit. So.
Well, shit, dude. I'll go with mine. So for my list, I got fucking Sonic and Knuckles.
Yep.
That one was a classic one. I love that one. The Power Rangers, of course. Now I had one. It was hard to find for a bit, but it's called Biohazard Battle, and I showed Riley on it. It's a 2D shooter scroller game that I was addicted to. I would say that, and I swear to God, I had a. I swear to God, there was a RoboCop game I used to play. It was just a 2D little side scroller you'd shoot up. That one was super fun. And then, say for my other Sega, I would probably have to go with another Sonic game because I played a lot of those on that bad boy. And then
That's all
the
they
extra,
really had.
yeah, the extra I would have to say would be Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu.
Oh my
God.
That was my wow.
It get ridiculous.
Wow.
I forgot that shit existed. I'm not gonna lie.
I played that on Super Nintendo and it just
dude, it slapped.
If that's how you want to phrase it, sure.
Yeah, slap, bro.
I guess I'll go next with my Sega games. So I didn't really play much Sega.
Cool.
But from what I recall of playing Sega, it was definitely Sonic and Sonic 2. I dabbled a little bit with Phantasy Star too. That was all right.
Phantasy Star's the shit.
From what I can remember about it, that wasn't bad. And
bro, I had that game.
Stop it! Should have added that one in there. Goddamn.
Oh, we are so getting canceled for that.
Way past the date.
Yeah. So I got those, and then what else? I also played NBA Jam on Sega, and I kind of liked it better on Sega than Super Nintendo, if I'm being perfectly honest. And then that Power Rangers game,
it was goated.
Was definitely
goated.
Oh yeah,
it was so good.
It was definitely awesome. Definitely awesome.
It was such a good just side scroller beat 'em up.
Absolutely
phenomenal. So yeah, Power Rangers for me as well. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that game was phenomenal. I'm gonna try to keep it closer to Genesis. I didn't play a lot of Genesis games. I will put Sonic Adventure 2 Battle up on there though, since we're doing like just Sega games in general. There's too many to count as far as like normal Sega games go, like just games produced by Sega. So aside from that, I'm gonna try to keep it in the Genesis. So I would say number 3, Toe Jam and Earl.
Oh,
seems classic one.
Seems like a gimme. Next, number 4. It's tough because there wasn't a lot. Castlevania Bloodlines was okay. It was hard.
Right.
There's better Castlevania games out there.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a Genesis. I didn't play a whole lot of Genesis games. So I guess the last one's gonna have to be Echo the Dolphin, because that game is absurdly difficult.
Ridiculous for a Dolphin game.
It's
Really?
stupid.
For a
Yeah,
Dolphin.
it is. It is
Harder than Dark
extremely
Souls, dude.
difficult. It is. It really is. I tried to go back and replay it like earlier this year, and
Dark Souls.
it took me like 45 minutes to remember what I was supposed to do in the beginning because I hadn't played it since I was super little, and then even after that, I didn't get super far in it. Like ridiculous. But they also had the NBA Jam game that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But something that was not on our discuss docket that I want to touch on, since we're just going, older older systems up. PlayStation 1 games, because that was the next console that I got growing up. So I'm gonna drop that little surprise on you guys right there. No prep. You gotta do your Googling and rack your brains. I'm gonna go first on this.
Please do.
PlayStation 1 games.
Yeah, we'll hit 64 after the PlayStation since you dropped the bomb.
Right?
Yeah.
Do it.
PlayStation 1 games, easy for me. Chrono Cross, sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Yep.
Phenomenal. Combat was great. How it was loosely connected to Trigger, but only just a little bit. Just super good. Mega Man X4. One of the hardest Sigma fights in the whole thing. I actually just beat X4 like 2 days ago. I was bored at home, so I just played through the whole game and beat it real quick. Took like an hour and a half. Then I'm gonna have to go Breath of Fire 3 because that is. I guess 3 and 4 are a tie for they're both phenomenal games, but 3 has more nostalgia for me, so I'll have to do that. Then I'm gonna have to go Twisted Metal 2 because the Twisted Metal games are great. It sucks that they don't know how to make them right anymore. It doesn't seem like it'd be that difficult to make, but the old school 1 and 2 were both good. 2 had more cars to pick from, more characters, so gotta go with 2 plus all the exploits and the cheats and whatnot. And then for the final PlayStation 1 game, I'm gonna have to go Final Fantasy 7.
God damn it!
You can add that. That's all right.
It's on my list.
It's on my list too.
It's not who's got a different list.
That's 1, 2, and 3 for me. Is Final Fantasy 7. Like
I'm trying.
I actually got a funny story about that when we get to it. I actually have a funny story about Final Fantasy 7 when we get to it.
Hell yeah. Well, you can go next if you would like.
Yeah, go next.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, so God, PlayStation 1, that was my jam. So yes, absolutely, Final Fantasy 7, number 1, hands down, no questions asked. Metal Gear Solid is also on my list because I loved that game when I was a kid. Resident Evil 2. I mean, I don't get scared easily, but Resident Evil 2 gave me nightmares.
That was a good one.
Gave me nightmares for days. Throw a random one at you guys, see if you guys know this one. But Tenchu Stealth Assassins. It was a ninja based game on PlayStation.
I never played it, but I've seen people play it.
I know I haven't played that one.
That was actually a really fun game.
It looked really good, especially for a PS1 game.
Oh, absolutely.
More modern combat style.
Yeah, and especially like the stealth element of it. It took what you did from stealth and Metal Gear and turned it up to 100. Silent Hill is also on my list. Silent Hill was an awesome game. And then I'm gonna have to say probably Gran Turismo 2. That was the first racing game that I actually cared about playing. When
it was the first good racing game in general.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too. So, but that'd be my list.
Midnight Club came around after that in PS2 days, and then
I was like,
Need for Speed's hold my beer.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Need for Speed came out for PlayStation 1. I thought that was a PlayStation 2 game.
There was I think the first Hot Pursuit was on PS1.
Was it? Yeah,
and
the Need for Speed games are really good too.
You could put a cheat in, and you could play as a helicopter, and you could race as a helicopter on the PS1, and it was so awful looking that it was just a blast.
Yeah. Well, that's my list.
I can list more games if you guys need more time.
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, we can go back and forth.
Do you want me to go, Michael?
You go first. I
Mike
got my
Mike-
list. I'm just
Mike-
looking at other games.
Yeah, definitely. For me,
skip the
definitely
place one.
Final Fantasy. I would have to throw on there. I actually got to play a little bit of the original one, which is fun. Pretty sure they had a Mortal Kombat on PlayStation 1 as well. I didn't know which one they redid. I think it was 3. It was either that or 4. I can't remember.
They
Definitely
had to
one of
have. I mean,
those.
yeah.
Metal Gear. That was a definite fun one. Now one of the other ones, I had to look up the name because I couldn't remember it. Besides like Street Fighter Alpha 3, that one. We were talking about that Tenchu Stealth Assassins. Is that the one that you said? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I didn't catch the name the first time. I have to go with that one too because that was super fun.
It was.
I
This man
remember
said
when
he
they
never
redid
heard of
that
it.
for. I didn't. It didn't sound familiar until I looked it up and I saw a picture and I went, "Oh fuck that!" I remember because it also came out for the Xbox 360, I think, and you could do co-op with that. It was super fun.
Yeah.
Beyond that, and then I would have to also go with the Twisted Metal because I can't remember another Twisted Metal game being as good as 2 back in the day.
So good.
That was definitely
Super
the best
fun.
one. Definitely the best
I
one.
think that would be about my 5.
Yeah. It's a good list.
Okay, so my list is definitely not in any order.
Go for
So,
it, buddy.
If you don't say Final Fantasy VII as your number 1 game,
Final
then...
Fantasy VII, obviously, dude. That I played that shit. That was like one of the only Final Fantasy games I ever actually played. Like that was my shit. I played it like
dude.
It's
multiple
not my
times.
number 1, but it's definitely in the top 5.
It's fun. So that Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, bro.
Bro, I didn't even
Ooh.
think about that.
Forbidden
Forbidden
Memories.
Memories. That game was
my
so
shit.
hard.
Yeah,
I totally
See,
forgot about that game.
I wasn't big into Yu-Gi-Oh at that time,
bro.
so
I've been
I
in
didn't
it
really...
my whole life,
Since
bro.
it came out, dude, I moved from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Got that new
Let me
play
share
mat.
something.
Nice.
Let me share something with you, Chris, about Forbidden Memories.
Oh boy.
Rules didn't matter. So there weren't really any rules. There were rules, but they were vastly different than the card game. But for me,
Nice.
the thing that sets it above all other Yu-Gi-Oh games is they had a system in there where you
out a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Straight up.
have on
Big
these
flash.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you have a little number in the corner.
Right.
It's hard to see.
Yep.
So
I'm
this little
familiar.
number,
I got a bunch.
yeah, that little number in the bottom left corner
that's not even focused.
acted as a password if you for like that. I think it was the
Oh,
first 2 or
God.
3 sets, so you could actually go in the game and enter the number on the card and get it in the game as long as it existed in the game.
Oh wow!
And it was amazing. It
Hi,
was
Kevin.
such a good thing.
Ooh, what's up, Kevin Beans?
So after that, Silent Hill, Resident Evil 2, and I remember playing this game. I don't remember how good it was, but Dragon Ball Final Bout.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
I didn't even put
wasn't
my
a big Dragon Ball fan.
I remembered it.
Man, I've just been watching
I love
Frieza one right now.
I love Dragon Ball.
I have an honorable mention that I totally forgot about for PS1, which is all of the Gex games. I don't know if you guys played those.
Gex.
Nope.
What the fuck is that?
Oh,
Your mic just stopped working.
I was like, yeah, you cut out.
I hit the mute button.
Cool. I was like, yeah, it was weird because you were like, yeah, you know, the Gex. I don't, and he just got really.
I'm like, I still know what they are.
So Gex was like you play. It was like a 3D platformer, and you played as basically a James Bond gecko. And it was a 3D platformer game, and they were just super fun and had like a little more adult humor, and yeah, nostalgia for me. That and Toomba. No one else that I've met knows Toomba either. So
Toomba.
You're a little pink-haired caveman.
Hey, look,
platformer.
Look, I'm gonna say this now. I like that you just threw that at us because I was prepared for the SNES and the N64, and that was literally it.
Yep.
So I like that.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You can be prepared. We'll move into the 64 list
Heck
next.
yeah. What's your favorite Virtual Boy game?
Holy shit.
I only ever owned 2. It was Mario Tennis and Wario Land.
Oh my god.
Oh, Warrior
So that's my
Land.
top 5 is those 2 games.
So I'll start with N64 because I was prepared for
Coward.
this list. Yeah. So number one, I think you guys can guess what my number one. Actually, try to guess what my number one is.
If
For
it's not
N64?
GoldenEye, I'm leaving.
It's
Smash
not,
Bros.
It's Smash Bros. Or
It's Smash Bros.
It's Smash Bros.
yeah, I was gonna say that or GoldenEye. I mean,
GoldenEye is number 2. GoldenEye's number 2. But Smash Bros is number 1. Number 3, Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
a
That
good
shit
one.
was
my
so
list
much
too.
fun, dude. It was
Here
so
we
much
go.
fun with the side
Keep
games
going.
and shit. Number 4, bro. We have an
Pokemon
hour,
Snap,
bro.
number 4, right?
No, number 4 is Kirby and the Crystal Shards.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That shit
Alright,
was
then we're
so much
different.
fun. And then for number 5, it's a tie because I couldn't decide which one I wanted to put on the list, so I'm putting both of them at 5. Diddy Kong Racing, because that shit was so much fun, and the Spider-Man 64 game. It was super it was rough to look at, but it was so much fun to play.
Okay, I agree on that, but I am like heartbroken at the lack of Mario Party games. No, Mario Kart.
I know. That's why this list was hard. Like this
Yeah.
was a tough list.
GameCube is equally difficult for
Dude,
me.
Do
like,
not throw that curveball at me.
Oh, we're gonna.
Yeah,
we might
Oh,
have to
shit.
go into
It's
this
no,
one.
Okay.
No,
alright,
no,
alright,
no,
yeah.
no. I never played GameCube, so
Okay,
no.
we're
No,
doing
we're
it.
doing
Oh.
GameCube. Fuck you. We're doing GameCube.
all right,
It's
well,
happening after this. I'm gonna look up.
I'll go second.
ahead.
I'll go second on the N64 one then.
Christ.
So Ocarina of Time. It's up
That
there.
was on my original list, but then I
GoldenEye. Gotta include it.
It
It's
has
everyone's
to be.
first multiplayer shooter game. It's
Yep.
everyone's intro to basically Call of Duty. But more fun, especially if you're, or unless you're playing cheap ass Odd Job, then like you get the fuck out of my house. Like one hit, hat throw, get out. Shit's not fair. I'm gonna preface this by saying Mario 64 is not on my list.
Oh wow.
But I'm gonna lump all the Mario Party games together because there's certain mini games in each one that have like a really nostalgic calling to me. So, and I can't remember which ones were in which game, so I'm just gonna lump them all together. Next, I will have to say Banjo Kazooie, and then I will have to go. There's like 3 games that I'm tossing around between my head right now. Pokemon Snap. And that's gonna have to round it out. I could do like a top 15, but that would be a 5.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I guess I'll go. Yeah, I'll go next. So you guys have said a couple that are on my list too. So
gonna make me
obviously,
Baja Blast.
Jesus, this dude.
Go.
So for N64, I got GoldenEye, Pokemon Stadium, Super Smash Bros. Just like you guys. My last 2, I haven't heard yet, but one is WWF No Mercy.
Bro, that was also on my original
so
list.
good.
I had to leave that out. That was one of the 3 I was like thinking of.
Yeah, my party was real hard.
And then 1080 Snowboarding.
Oof, that's a good one. SSX Tricky over like kind of pushed that one out of my mind though,
wasn't
but
that
that
on
was a
2?
future console.
Yeah, but I was just about to say, wasn't SSX
Yeah,
strictly on
SSX Tricky
GameCube
was
though?
it was on GameCube
Yeah.
and PS2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that one
I
pushed
love that shit.
the 1080 out of my brain because that one in my
yeah.
mind is like the only snowboarding game at this point.
That's fair.
That's why I didn't even think of that one. Forgot that game existed.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But it is good, definitely. All right, Evan, hurry up.
Guys, we can take our
Dude, we
time.
got an hour. We got an
So-
hour, bro.
Go,
For
go,
my
go,
64 games, my list was hard as hell to do too. Super Smash Bros, of course, because why not? Pokemon Stadiums, of course. I had to add a Mario Party because people think Monopoly and other games will tear the family apart. Now, Mario Kart, or not Mario Kart, but fucking Mario Party will make you ruin people. It will,
yeah, pay Boo to
it
steal
will
that
fucking
star.
ruin some shit to get a goddamn star.
Steal that star with Boo. Let's go.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
For my, I would say it'd probably Duke Nukem 64 was really fun for me because it's just one of those like Doom. The shit he said was fun.
Yeah.
Now for my other one would be Conker's Bad Fur Day.
That was the third one that I was trying to think of. I was like, I'm gonna go Pokemon Snap.
That was the first game that definitely introduced you to some shit.
Very adult themes.
Very adult.
Very
super
adult.
bad.
Very much so.
Super fun though. But that would be my list. Oh, now if we want to go to the GameCube, shit, dude. Yeah, we are. I'll start it right now.
We're doing it.
Dude, Super Smash, of course, on the fucking GameCube. I mean,
Melee, yeah.
Melee.
Let's just say Melee's on everybody's right now.
Yeah.
It's a top 4. Melee's already up there.
Number 1.
I don't know how much you love this one, but goddamn Double Dash Mario Kart, dude.
Shit, yeah, that was
one of my
mine.
favorites for sure.
I keep saying they need to remaster it, bring it back.
Yeah. I fucking love Twilight Princess.
Never got into it. Wind Waker was mine.
That's my other one. I like Wind Waker as well, and for the 5th, I just kind of added Pokemon Coliseum and then Pokemon XD kind of together. Those ones. Yeah. XD was probably a little bit one of my more favorites, but great.
I'm not gonna go next because I went second on the last one.
I'll go next.
But I'm gonna say that like Evan copied my list. All right, I wrote it down, and this man like he copied it. So I'm gonna have to because with GameCube, for me it's a top 20. Like there's too many good games, so I'm gonna have to pull out a different 5. And I'm just gonna honorably mention now every game Evan said. If we're doing a top 10, those will be the other 5. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do 5 different games.
All right, my list. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1, obviously we already established is Smash. Number 2 on my list is Pokemon Coliseum because I loved that shit. Just the concept of it was sick, man. Dude.
I keep saying they need to bring it to Switch.
Dude, I'm saying,
please
dude,
do. I will give you my money right now for the XD and Coliseum.
Dude,
you could charge $100 for a package of both of them. You could charge $100 and I would still do it.
Yeah.
You could charge $120 and I'd do it.
You give me online play with that, and I'm fucking good.
All day.
Well, that's 3 of you guys.
So Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah.
Because the GameCube exclusive character was Link.
Yeah,
that was my shit. That was
Xbox had Spawn.
Yeah, Xbox had
I like Spawn a little more. Heihachi for PS2.
Yeah.
Heihachi Mishima.
Yeah. Then we got good old Super Mario Sunshine.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's great. And then number 5, I'm gonna say Ultimate Spider-Man.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Gotta find that Spider-Man's, bro.
Shit, N64 had the Maximum Carnage game. I forgot about that.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Oh, dude.
That game was good because you got to fight Doc Ock with the Carnage symbiote, who was like literally the strongest wielder of the Carnage symbiote. So, oopsies, left that out.
All right,
go, Chris.
I'm gonna do
shot. So mine. So mine's
Come
gonna be relatively.
On. We got an hour. Flip it, chat.
Clip it, chat. Kevin, you're here, right?
So for me, it's Resident Evil 4, Soul Calibur 2.
Forgot Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, and oh god, what else? Like I said, I didn't really play much in terms of GameCube, so I would definitely say those 3. Those were fun. And then, jeez, what else?
Mario Party.
Just Google.
Yeah,
there's good Mario parties on there.
Yeah, I know you guys were saying Mario Party before.
Mario Party was really good.
Fine, I'll put Mario Party on my list.
You're struggling. I'm just.
Oh no, I know.
Trying to help.
No, I know.
The elderly, you know what I'm saying? Because you're old.
Oh, don't forget about Destiny.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Destiny on the GameCube was great.
Dude, imagine.
Wait, God.
I don't.
Listen,
Nobody said Metro, and I was pretty surprised about that.
Yeah,
Metroid Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got
You got
Luigi's Mansion on
Mansion
there
was
too.
a good one too.
Mansion was alright.
Now there was a game I couldn't remember the name of it, but it was on the GameCube, and you'd be like a phantasm kind of character, but you go into these like bodies or suits, you can control them. It was a solid multiplayer, and like when you would die, you basically get kicked out of it, and you'd have to find another one in a certain amount of time or explode or some shit.
Oh Jesus!
It's like I don't know if it was called Geist or some weird shit, but
I'm
it was
not
super
familiar
fun.
with that. Sounds
So
good.
for my
It's
last one,
super
oh
fun.
my bad.
No, you're good.
All right.
All you,
So
buddy.
for my last one, I'm gonna say Eternal Darkness. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
He said, uh-oh.
I didn't play that.
I said, because that was the game when I was in Arizona, when I was in the military. My roommate had a GameCube, and that was like the only game that he had. So I ended up playing that the whole time, and it just, after a while, I actually kind of enjoyed it. I mean, probably not the best game in the world, but it wasn't bad.
Hey, it's nostalgic. It's important. That's
Yeah.
why it's your list. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
at least we're not going to PlayStation 2.
Here we go.
Bro,
Hey, don't tempt
PlayStation
us.
2.
Okay, can we
So-
save that for
No,
next week, because we got plenty of Destiny stuff that we need
Bro,
to talk
it is.
about
Look,
this week.
we have all the time.
Hey,
in the
that
world,
happens at PS4.
Damn.
So my my GameCube. All right, Wind Waker is going up there. Said I wanted to do different games than Evan said, so I don't like Melee and Double Dash and Mario Party. It's all givens. So we're gonna go Wind Waker. We're gonna go Beyond Good and Evil. I've been waiting for that sequel for fucking years, and they
Ever?
still haven't done anything with it. They showed the coolest teaser trailer ever, and we're like, that's all you get. Like, you get a
Just a
3-minute
taste.
movie. Fuck. So we're gonna throw in Kirby Air Ride.
That was a fun one.
Kirby Air Ride was phenomenal. We're gonna throw in Tales of Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia. If you didn't hear that one, Evan.
I can't believe I didn't put that on my fucking list. That was one of. I'm getting rid of Twilight Princess for that fucking game instantly, because I spent
Controversy.
hours on that motherfucker. Hours on that game. I used Genus, the little boy character, because he had a fucking decimating last mage move that fucking KO'd
and
people.
you also like little boys, so
No, that's fucking weird.
okay. So
Hear that?
I'm disgusted.
I'm claiming
call
plausible deniability.
Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale Darkness, that would be a repeat. So we're gonna go ahead. Soul Calibur 2, because I didn't say I wouldn't copy these guys.
Yeah.
I don't know who I pointed at.
You pointed at the ceiling.
You pointed at me
and
and the
Evan.
sky. No,
Heck yeah.
on my screen he pointed at me and the sea.
These guys.
Nope. No, close.
Nope. Very close.
You're getting one of them every time.
And then
missing the other one.
there is a Zoids game on the GameCube. That
There was
is
a Zoids game. That
extremely
was fantastic.
expensive. It is.
Was it Zoids Battles or Battle?
It's like the only Zoids game, so I always just called it Zoids. But let me get the actual name.
You can get the Liger and the Schneider and the Panzer. Then you get
Zoids Battle
everything.
Legend.
You say a Liger?
Yeah.
I mean, that too.
Napoleon Dynamite. I respect it.
Heck yeah, Uncle Rico.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that's GameCube. For me.
Nice.
Dude, do
Hell
we just want to go off the dome PS2 real quick?
No.
Don't
Okay,
forget
dude, off the dumb PS2. Why
go.
not?
All right,
Oh,
We're probably all
done.
gonna forget stuff. I want to go
Okay.
first. I haven't gone first in a minute.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
All right,
You
go for it.
Soul Calibur 3, because
Solid.
it had create a character, it had cool weird little mode, had some good characters in it. So we're gonna go Soul Calibur 3. We're gonna go ahead and do oh my gosh, I had a big old brain fart. What is happening? So
I'm trying so hard not to forget mine.
Oh my god.
I'm like totally
three
blanking.
right
I
now.
have my PS2 like right in front of me. Also,
Oh
like, I
my
have a
god.
PS2 hooked up, but all my games are like neatly put away. Was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Roses
Yes!
GameCube only?
Yes!
That's my number one.
Yes,
Yes!
That's my number one.
Okay, because
Yes.
I couldn't remember if that was
It was.
GameCube only. Because I was like, shit,
No, it's
I
PlayStation
didn't
only.
think about that. Yeah, so Duels of the Roses for sure. That game was great.
Number one for me.
We're gonna go ahead and
Of course it is.
say Dark Cloud 2, or Dark Chronicle. It's a Japanese name. That game is probably my favorite PS2 game. It's just phenomenal. Then we're gonna go ahead and do Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Yes.
I was gonna go Deception, but I think Deadly Alliance was the one that I liked the story of better. It's been so long, and I think that one had the bigger roster too. Shit, did they put Wait, did Armageddon also come out on PS2?
Boy.
It did.
Armageddon,
Yup.
Okay,
Yup.
It's on my list. Had the fattest roster.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have Armageddon take that spot then. Even though the story was way worse, the roster was like
All the
double the
characters.
size, so it literally everybody.
It's a
And
fighting
then
game. Fuck the story.
yeah, I'm here to just get the characters. Just make me unlock the characters without my credit card, please.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. And final game, we're gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna do Medal of Honor Frontlines.
Oh wow.
That's a good
Because
one.
that really got me into the games like Call of Duty and whatnot. And so like once I played that, and then I got a 360, and then I jumped into Call of Duty. And then I found out that the multiplayer was even more fun than the solo. I was like, cool. So that's it.
Nice.
All right, me next.
Go for it.
Number one, Duels to the Roses. I just wanted to
course.
hold this. It's Moki Moki. Number two, Dragon Ball Budokai.
Which one? First
The
one,
first
second,
one.
or
Oh,
the third?
the first
Tenkaichi
one.
3.
The first one. I loved the first one. That was my shit. I know it's
You guys are
Tenkaichi
fucking my
3,
whole list up.
but
Second top
then-
5 every Dragon Ball game. That's
no,
that's my
Yeah,
second top
I
5.
can't.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cheat on this one. So just a heads up.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Gosh, San Andreas. Fuck.
yeah.
It was also PS2.
Yeah.
You guys going is fucking my whole list up. I'm knocking shit
Yeah.
off for stuff.
Yep.
that-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna cheat on this. I'm just gonna tell you guys now. I'm gonna cheat on
Jack
this. Go
and
ahead.
Daxter.
Didn't get into those. That's Evan.
that
Those are
was
fun.
that was like one of my. That was I don't know. I love Jack
The
and
third
Daxter.
one was the best, dude. I love the third one.
Yeah. How many do I have? I have one more.
I think it was, yeah.
SSX Tricky because I used to play that with my dad a lot, so it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna go next. Man.
Oh yeah, I was gonna save me for last. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's good.
Yeah, so Mortal Kombat Armageddon, of course.
Nope.
I'm gonna put, because I agree with all the other games you got. Definitely San Andreas was one of my fun ones. Ratchet and Clank, all of them. My favorite though was
Deadlock.
Deadlock was
Nope.
the best for sure.
Forgot about those too.
Fucking Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. the
God
second
damn
one
it.
was
Oh my
better.
god.
That is a game I have on the PlayStation because I will keep going back and playing the hardest difficulty on 2 because it's just fucking fun.
Oh my god, I forgot about that game.
Always save before
Shit.
Sephiroth. And what was that, 3 or 4?
I don't know.
Oh god.
That was 7.
I'm a little buzzed.
Jesus. So I got those ones. Let's see, it was Mortal Kombat.
We'll say that was
yeah,
3. We'll
fucking
say it's
Ratchet
3.
and Clank, yeah, 3.
Oh,
You know what? I would have to go with Tenkaichi for sure. That was a great one.
What about Dragon Ball Sagas?
Just,
it's
just
bad,
the
as bad as
Budokai,
Evolution.
just the Budokai games,
All the
bro. They were
Budokais were
so
solid.
good.
The second
Except
one
for
was super
Ultimate
good.
Tenkaichi, which isn't technically a Budokai game.
Yeah.
But Ultimate Tenkaichi was fucking trash.
Yeah, and then you know what? Fuck, man, for the last one would be Journey to Jaburo for Gundam. Was my first real hard Gundam game I played, and then I would have to go with like all the other like battle assault type ones that they did.
I forgot Armored Core 2.
Oh, Armored Core, that's a good one. And for PlayStation, you know what else I forgot? Fucking Gundam. It was a Battle Seed or something. It was a straight 2D fighter Gundam thing. Fantastic.
Wow.
But
Dude,
that's my top 5.
All right, so like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and cheat.
Bro, we said off the top, bro.
I know, but
Boston Chris, everybody.
He's walking
so,
here.
All right, so again, no particular order, but I'm lumping all the Grand Theft Autos together because I can't just choose one because all the Grand Theft Autos on PS2 were awesome. All the Need for Speeds, at least for me personally.
Underground
all the
2
Need for Speeds.
and 1.
Underground
I even
2,
said it earlier.
Most Wanted. Yo, call them. They were all phenomenal.
Yeah.
So those are the only 2 I'm going to cheat on because I can't pick between any of them.
Big Red 1 for Call of Duty.
That's a good one.
Another good one.
Def Jam Fight for New York.
That was fun.
A good one.
That was my jam.
Beating people's asses, fucking Method Man.
I know. Redman and Method Man as a team. Oh my god, that was my jam.
Wu-Tang. That's how you learn about Wu-Tang.
Oh, one that I forgot for PlayStation 1 was Devil May Cry. So that being said, for PlayStation 2, Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening was awesome.
Son of a bitch.
And then for my top game for PS2 is SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
That was good.
I've always been a big wrestling fan. But as an honorable mention, just because this game was hysterical to play, Bully.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That game was hysterical to play.
I do remember that game.
But I did want to let's just go ahead and do that for Chris. I did want to let you know, Chris, Devil May Cry 1 did come out on PS2, so you're
was it too?
Yeah, it was 2. That's how I was mad, because Devil May Cry 3 was fantastic, because then you get to play as Virgil, and he was way funner than Dante.
Bro, we talking about Dante?
Oh, we ain't talking about Dante's Inferno? What?
Oh God,
super fun.
360 games, go.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Dante's Inferno.
There you go.
For sure.
There's too many 360 games. It's like
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, because that's when the chat was beautifully toxic. I loved it.
Hey,
that's when you get the lobby where you find out
not
that
now. I mean,
the angry 10-year-old is actually your father.
Yeah, because he's banging your mom. I mean,
hey, you want to go at 360 little lightning round?
No.
Dante's Inferno, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, number 3 in the world. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? MW2, MW1, and Guitar Hero 3 or Guitar Hero 2.
Oh, the Guitar Heroes and the Rock Bands were awesome.
That's off the top, bro.
Gears, fucking Call of Duty.
Keep it going.
I think Medal of Honor came out at that time, and that was actually really a fun game when it came out.
I have Medal of Honor on my PS1 list.
Yeah, nice. And then fucking Dante's Inferno, that one was just fucking fantastic.
It's the best game.
I love the premise.
None of us
said
God of War for PS2, and none of us said God of War.
I'm mad about that too. There's too many on the PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean,
PlayStation 5 though, God of War would be on there. That's so good.
All right, Chris, go top 360 games.
I never had a 360, so
just think of games that came out not on PS4.
It was PS.
So all right, so the Halo games were good.
There you go, easy.
Test 4 games.
That's my list. There you go. That's my list. Halo.
Just say the Master Chief Collection. You're good.
All right, fine. The Master Chief Collection, Call of Duty on 360. I'm sure there was a Mortal Kombat game that was, relatively
Mortal
decent.
Kombat versus DC.
Hey, that game was fun.
I wish they just made it a little bit more brutal.
They could.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I wish they could.
Injustice slapped though.
Yeah.
Oh God, Injustice. Yeah, Injustice was
Injustice 2 is fun.
So there's my 360 list for not having a 360.
There you go. It's not bad.
All right.
Pretty good.
We got it.
So,
we got it.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna say Halo. I'm gonna put Halo 3 specifically because I love the Forge. And they did a really good job with all the custom modes. We're gonna turn around. We're gonna go Modern Warfare 2.
Obviously.
Or even 1 because you get all the things they never patched for like the out of map glitches.
Yeah, I put both on my list.
I loved what was the name of that map where it was like basically like just a bombed out city, and it was like just like one street and then goes down and then it turns and goes and there's like a building at the end.
I know
You can get out of the map and on top of the building at the end of it with a sniper, and then bullets couldn't hit you, and it was disgusting. They patched that one.
They remade that shit in MW1 in the 2019.
That was pretty good. Then we're gonna turn around and I'm gonna say Castlevania Harmony of Despair multiplayer Castlevania game that like no one's played.
So fun.
It is super
we
good.
played Symphony of the Night.
So that was on PS1.
Yeah, we played a lot.
Harmony of Despair was the one that I tried to show everybody on because it's on PS3 and 360. But got that. Turn around. Let's go with my God, man. I guess Guitar Hero 3. That also came out on 360. So even though those were also PS2 games, just because I can't think of anything right now. And then we'll round it off with wait.
I have one for you.
Go.
Raging Blast 2.
Yeah, Raging Blast 2.
There you go. Round
it off.
Look, I'm gonna say this right now.
I forgot about that one.
I'm gonna say this right now. Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2 is one of the greatest Dragon Ball games that has ever existed.
For sure.
For me,
it's so fucking good.
It's arguably it's the best, with Budokai Tenkaichi 3 being just below it, only because Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had plenty of what if characters that were non-canon. Like you got to play as Tiencha, okay? Like
Tiencha,
you could be Majin Buu absorbing Cell or Frieza,
Goku.
or Tiencha, Goku. Like you had so many good characters in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 like that didn't exist and still by most people's accounts don't. So Raging Blast 2 though, you got a free movie with it too. Get out of town.
Hitachi-yak, bro.
Hitachi-yak.
That was good. It was a good movie. It's totally slept on. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right. PS3 games, go.
No,
I think I'm the only one here who had a PS3.
I didn't have a PS3.
Man, we'll be here all day.
I only have the 360.
What's next, Evan? You were in charge of making the itinerary.
Well,
we're gonna turn back time.
We just freeball the last 40 minutes.
It was gonna be top 5 of all time, but I think we talked enough about our games list. The only other one would be like, well, we can
Game Boy Color,
Destiny. Oh shit! Fuck all the Pokemon games. Fucking
obviously,
done.
Pokemon Yellow,
Get out
bro.
of here. Pokemon fucking Red and Blue.
Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, all of them.
But we can go into some Destiny 2 talk since we're talking about that. Since we have
do you guys want to know what I was
Warlock
talking about
round?
Yeah. Okay. Let's start with this week at Bungie. Let's start with that.
So the TWAB came out.
Yeah. What happened?
The thing that's upsetting everybody, and I said it benefited hunters earlier, just because I'll explain. It doesn't really benefit hunters, but it kind of can. So they're nerfing Divinity.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
From a 30% weakening buff to a 15% weakening buff. So they're cutting it in half.
So it's useless.
So it's essentially like you could still use it, but a Hunter Tether is better to use now, in my opinion. So that's why I said it kind of benefits hunters.
Why would they get rid of? Why would they even nerf it like that? It's not like it's a problem. Like,
oh no, Evan got uncomfortably close though.
Yeah, sorry, I was adjusting my my blanket I got here.
No, so the reason that I heard that they were nerfing Divinity was they wanted to make other things more viable, like the tether, like
tractor cannon,
thank you, like tractor cannon and whatnot. And they were worried now that with Divinity being the way it is, they were going to have to power creep to make everything else be equal to, if not more interesting than Divinity. So instead of trying to do that, they wanted to nerf Divinity down to 15%.
This is what happens when the Destiny community stops ignoring an exotic that everyone ignored for like however long, and then was like, "Oh wait, this is actually good." And then Bungie's like, "Oh shit, it's actually good." And they gotta nerf it.
Well,
Like,
the interesting thing is I can't remember who it was that first brought it to the public's attention, but according to the TWAB, like they were already looking at it and were planning to do something even before what was it, 3-time raid, world's first like back to back champion. Went on Twitter and said something about it and just set the community ablaze.
that's
They were
ridiculous
already planning to do
because,
something.
like, Divinity now, I would say that something that's bringing a lot of attention would likely be the fact that it's pretty much required to one phase Oryx, specifically to one phase Oryx. It's like if you don't have it, it's not possible. People can make the argument that the only other time that we've personally used Divinity is for, I want to say, Riven, and even then with the Riven cheese, we ended up not needing that anyways. It was just fun every once in a while to throw it in there, but we were even able to one phase Atheon without div, and I mean, granted, I guess that was during Season of the Lost. Yeah, that was focusing lens, fun times. But still, I am fairly confident that like even one phasing Atheon now is still doable without Divinity. There's other methods. I feel like it's just weird for them to drop it by that large of a margin when it's not even it's nowhere near the only method to pump big damage out like that. The only thing that's noticeable in regards to Divinity being a key part of the strategy to drop big damage is recent boss encounters that are recently added to the game. But as far as like other boss encounters that are difficult, div isn't required to still trivialize the fights. And all we're going to do is just find a replacement for div. They should just not drop it by half and maybe kick 10% down. I think it would be fine.
Shit,
but
damage with Star Eater scales on the Hunter with the Feast of Light is wild. You just have a pack of that.
Yeah.
That's massive damage.
It's just weird to me that that's such a large amount to cut a weapon that's sole function is to do that.
No.
And you have to clear a raid and get lucky to get it.
I will say that with what they did, it's still usable, but it could have been worse. They could have taken away the crit spot. Like they could have made
smaller.
that, or done something like that. Like they could have done worse. So I feel like this is like an okay thing. A lot of people are upset about it. I'm not all that upset about it. I do plenty of DPS without it. Honestly, like we don't when we do raid,
we never relied on it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a loss. There's so much more shit you can do now for damage. I mean,
we always stacked whales, shields,
fucking firing line, bro. That's all you need.
That's why
firing line. That shit's nasty.
Yep. That's why I feel like Oryx has such a large part to play in it, because every single Oryx guide that you look up on YouTube, div is like the first thing that they mention is you need to have someone running div, and it's like, well, now what? Like we're gonna figure something else out. Like obviously, there's probably people that already have plenty of strategies. It's just div makes it easier to casually one phase bosses.
Tether, Font of Might, firing line, all those they stack. So use shit like that.
Well, and that's like the strat anyways now, even like with the Lumina thing that I was talking about before, is you have Lumina, Font of Might, div, well, because bubble is trash now. Because it's just not.
Now it's more useful.
Well's better than bubble.
I agree.
Weapons of Light's weaker than well. Well gives you a higher buff, so it's completely pointless to run it. It's completely pointless to run bubble at this point as it stands. When if you have the option, you could just have a well warlock instead.
And a Thunder Crash.
Might as well. Yeah, it's just it's
Superman.
weird. That's such a large, like, it's so weird to cut a weapon that the only reason to even have it is to essentially the crit spot, obviously, but then the other effects as well. It's just weird to cut it in half. Like, I get why people are mad. We never relied on it, so it doesn't affect us too much. But
Yeah.
I can totally get it, because for people that use it as a crutch, like it doesn't make any sense. All it's going to do is just force people to learn how to play a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I get why people are mad, even if it doesn't affect us directly. It's still, I get it.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That's like one of the biggest nerfs that has happened in a while. Like, not in terms of like what the weapon is, but the quantity of the nerf. Like, the amount that they're nerfing it is a lot. It seems.
Yeah, half for sure.
So one of the other things. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
Evan.
no. Oh no, were you gonna ask what else we were gonna talk about, Destiny?
No. I was actually going to bring something else up on the 12, and I was curious
go
to get
for
you
it.
guys' input on this. So they had like members of the weapon design team on, and they were answering a couple of questions, and one of the questions I found interesting was, what about adept raid weapon viability? So their answer to that question is, as it stands, crafted base raid weapons are flat out better than adept raid weapons. We're not happy with this current state and have changes coming in Lightfall that give the new Lightfall raid adept weapons access to enhanced perks. Note that this is not going to be full free-forming. Note that this is not going to be full free-form crafting. It's a little complex, so please look out for more information to come when we're a little closer to Lightfall's release.
They're just gonna drop with random enhanced traits on every adept weapon,
So,
which is what I feel like they should have been doing anyways.
Yeah, so there's no point in trying. So, what's the point of doing the master raids then if the adept weapons aren't going to be better than the craftable ones?
Exactly. That's why nobody's been doing Master King's Fall. There's no point.
Even with the randomized enhanced rolls, you can still just go farm the regular and just still craft a better version with the roll you want, then hope you get an adept version. The only thing I would consider doing that on would be a time lost Fatebringer, because I'm nostalgic. That's the only gun I would ever consider going for like a god roll on. Yeah.
Oh.
So do you guys think a viable solution to this? Do you think Bungie would turn around and make it so that raid adept weapons dropped with random enhanced perks that you can't get from crafting? Do you think that would be like a viable solution, to this issue, and make adept weapons, worth trying to get because of those random? Yes, Riley.
No, I just wanted to be the first one to give my answer, because before I forget it, because I forget stuff super fast.
I mean, unless they gave it enhanced
God
stats
damn it.
too. But I was gonna say that's the only thing they should do, enhanced stats with the fucking weapons for the adept. But go, Riley. I try to get it in there before your hand.
So, I think the answer is relatively easy. I think it's a two-part answer. One is they should have the ability to make the adept or time lost or harrowed, whatever, have the ability to get a deep sight resonance version. Have the ability to get a red border, make it like 2, so you don't have to get a ton of them. Make it 2 or 3, like not 5. And then also for the raid specific ones like time lost and harrowed and what have you, I feel like give it a perk that makes it specifically useful in that raid, in addition to being potentially craftable with the enhanced ones, and maybe give it like an extra perk that you could pick from.
No.
I think that would be suitable. I know not a lot of people are big on like even doing the raid mods and stuff, because people like to just do their own armor sets and they don't want to mess with their loadout or have to swap armor sets entirely to jump into something. But I do know that like for people that aren't part of like high-end raid teams, it makes master raids a lot more reasonable when you are using, like for VOG, for example, if you have the VOG armor with like different mods, it makes it significantly easier with like the Oracle mods and whatnot. If you're going into Master and you're not like a perfectly well-tuned fire team. So I think that would be a cool little bonus. That's my answer response. All right, Evan.
God damn it! But he already cut in line.
I think that
no, fuck you. I'm talking now. So
go for it.
What I would do is like adept weapons have them roll with double selectable enhanced traits. So both of the second, third column are enhanced, and you can just kind of mix and match, kind of like how the normal ones are in like GM farming and shit. So stuff like that. And then I think they should do, like, instead of an origin trait, do an adept trait and make it be just like just make it better. I don't know, like, because I feel like some origin traits are good, but some of them are kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'll just make it like a really OP type of like specific thing you can only get from that encounter. So I don't know. I would go like an enhanced or adept origin trait.
I think they're afraid to do that because of like if you look at Destiny 2, early Destiny 2, and how they were doing origin traits on like some of the game breaking legendary guns that were getting origin traits. Like it was like the SMG and the pulse rifle. I'm blanking on their names. God dang.
They didn't start doing origin traits until like Witch Queen, I thought.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think it was about Witch Queen.
Well, maybe I'm mixing up the name then, because there was legendary weapons that were dropping with like traits only that weapon could get. But that was like back before certain perks even existed, and only like that weapon was the only thing that had it.
Yeah.
But it would have it by like a different name, but the same effect. Totally blanking on the name, so I will do a little research while you guys keep moving on, and then I'll chime back in with what the name of these weapons were.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. We could talk about some weapon exotics. I know I'm switching to my hunter for a while.
You're welcome.
I'm having way too much fun. Thank you.
Best class. Best class number one.
My Titans super
agree
fun,
to disagree.
All right, Warlock.
I'll get on my Warlock eventually, but I'm gonna run my hunter for a while. Get some pinnacle shit.
Don't
make him my main probably for a while.
Hey,
don't
look,
be hating on my Warlock.
Look, I'll say this about the Warlock. Nezarec Sin is fun. Fallen Sunstar is fun.
Yep.
Ability spamming on a Warlock is fun. But
Yep.
the jumping is shit. It is the worst jump in the game. It fucking sucks.
It does take a little getting used to. I ain't gonna lie.
Fucked around with it.
And then you guys wondered why during all the jumping puzzles and the raids, I was
just hear Chris go, fuck! And like,
you hear me say that all the time.
Someone just fell.
You used to hear me say that all the time for different reasons.
Oh yeah.
What would you guys say your favorite raid would be so far from Destiny 2? All from when it came out to now. Well, I know we haven't done the new ones yet, but
yeah,
all the ones. It's like VOG was super fun.
Yes, VOG definitely.
I loved Garden's look.
Garden had the best soundtrack. I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't not
Skybox
dance.
was awesome.
Kingsfall, even though we haven't done it on this game yet.
I never got to play Kingsfall.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm dying.
Kingsfall was my first Destiny raid ever, so it always will be special to me.
Yeah.
But once they bring in Wrath of the Machines, it's a fucking wrap, because that's my favorite raid on D1. That shit is so much fun.
I'm trying to get my hunter raid ready so I can fucking get.
Yes, sir. There you go. You got the floofy
starlights. Oh, there he is.
This was from Destiny 1 after I was so psyched about completing Kingsfall, because like Mike, that was my first raid that I actually completed.
Me, it was VOG, that's why I'm like nostalgic.
So I had to go out and get this, and I know you can't really see it, but it comes with Touch of Malice, and it comes with the exotic sniper from Destiny 1. Was it? No, it wasn't Black Hammer. It was
yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, originally I think they
I was like,
changed it
if
to
you bring it up close to Michael,
just
probably tell.
whisper the worm.
Yeah, Whisper of the
Yeah.
Worm.
Oh, fuck, too much light.
So yeah, but yes, King's Fall from D1.
Bro.
I went out and I got this because, like I said, it was the first raid I completed, and it was funny because I was part of Guardian 1 at the time, but I can never
Dude,
get a raid group.
Shout out
I can
Guardian
never-
1.
I could never get a raid group together for Guardian 1, and I just went on LFG and just started picking people and got lucky enough to get a group together, and they were mad understanding. They were really cool, and it was just nice to actually complete the raid. Like,
Yeah.
it was wild.
When I joined Guardian 1, me and David were doing like Sherpa runs of King's Fall, so I ran it a lot. I loved it. It
Yeah,
was
Redrix's Claymore. That was the one I was thinking of. Because didn't that have a special perk on it that like nothing else
Wasn't
had at
that-
the time?
Wasn't that the first one? Like, I think you're right, because I think that was the first one that had Desperado on it, right?
Yeah, that was the intro to Desperado, and nothing else had it at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, so like a specific perk, not an origin trait, but like
yeah,
a
but it wasn't
Yeah.
like
like
it wasn't even known
exclusive.
as like a normal. Yeah, it was like an
Yeah.
exclusive perk before they
Yeah.
decided to put it full in the game.
Yeah.
Is what I was thinking. That's so not an origin trait, but like those were, I guess you could call them like almost equivalents at the time, because when they're
Yeah.
released,
Yeah.
nothing else even had anything close to it,
Yeah.
and it just made the guns busted. My foot is seizing up.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Charlie
that's what I was thinking of though. Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, God, I'm blanking
Yeah.
on the name.
Like an exclusive
but there's,
perk.
there's a there was the other gun, that the other Redrix thing that came out too.
Broadsword.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Do you guys miss having? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
go ahead.
go. You go, Chris. Go for it.
I was gonna ask. Do you guys miss having like raid perks on the weapons themselves?
That's what I was saying they should do to the
Yeah.
adept time loss stuff,
I never
because
got
I
to
think that'd
enjoy
be
that.
decent.
I think it was good if they could roll with like specific, like if they could roll with it, but not every time.
Give me the other
Because
bog
if-
weapon.
Because if it was another, like if it was like a really good gun that you could use in like PvP or something, then that perk would be useless. But if it had the chance to roll with a specific, then that'd be sick.
All right. What were you gonna say, Evan?
Oh no, I was gonna say, you guys excited for the new Lightfall coming out?
Oh my God!
I'm pre-ordering
yes.
it next week.
I've done
I'll
already
pre-order
pre-ordered
soon.
it. I got the exotic auto rifle Quicksilver. That
Is
thing.
it fun?
Yeah, I heard it's so fun.
Yes, because it's almost like 3 weapons in one, which is wild. It's it's a base auto rifle. It fires out mini rockets, and
What
then
the fuck?
and then you press and hold the reload button, and then it becomes a grenade launcher.
Yep, get a fucking
Like, if you-
YouTube.
Yeah.
If you get
Well, you
No,
must
X-
added some Call of Duty and the Ratchet and Clank Rhino together in this fucking game.
you get X amount of crit hits with it, and then it says grenades prepped, and you can
Oh,
get 3 of
shit.
them. And like I said, yeah, you go from using an auto rifle to now using a grenade launcher. Like,
God damn.
okay,
I'll be testing it out next week.
yeah, dude, it's
Yeah. I'm ready.
now if
I'm
only
ready.
they buffed. Now if only they buffed auto rifles.
They will be next season.
If
Yeah,
only they
yeah,
gave
yeah.
us Pocket Infinity.
Oh,
back.
that was the other thing that I saw on the top too. So
I want to bring something up too.
their plan for, I don't know if it's for next season or if it's for Lightfall, but they're planning on touching like 26 exotic weapons, like slightly altering, some major changes, some minor changes. They're about to change the entire landscape of weapons, especially the exotic ones when it comes
Yeah.
to especially when it comes to Lightfall. But yes, to answer your question, Evan, absolutely looking forward to Lightfall. I can't wait for the story. I can't wait. I mean,
The new Darkness Power.
the new
be
Darkness
fun.
Power Strand is gonna be
About
phenomenal.
to be fucking Spider-Man.
I can't wait. I can't wait to stop breaking stuff in the old game using Strand just to see what we can break. But we're going
Gonna
what, to
break a
Jupiter,
lot.
right?
Yeah.
We're going to Jupiter, right? Jupiter looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Listen.
I love the aesthetic.
When they dropped that trailer, like, I don't think any of us were ready.
I was like, wait, is this Cyberpunk?
That is
Yeah.
exactly. I was thinking, like, why am I watching Blade Runner right now?
I'm
Yeah.
hyped to see us actually in a city, because, but like, I think it was the day, like the day the trailer dropped, I hadn't watched it. And I said to you guys when we were playing, I was like, man, I really wish we could just go down into that town. And then you guys were like, go watch the trailer. And then when I did, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
sweet,
right.
let's go. Spider-Man
think
2.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
I'll probably go to my Titan when I go back to that just to see what that darkness power is. But if I
Yeah.
don't like it, I'll fucking go back to my Hunter.
Dude, the hunter is gonna be the funnest to use for sure.
Probably.
Even the devs
It's got that
devs were
sickle,
saying it.
or
Yeah.
It's like a
No,
it's become Scorpion.
Kusanagi.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be Scorpion.
Hey, but you guys remember that screen leak that came out, a couple of months ago? It was I forgot what class, but if you looked at like the abilities, they were all green, and that sparked the conversation that, oh my god, they're bringing poison in as a new subclass. Come to find out, it's not going to be poison. That's just what Strand's going to look like in terms of the abilities. So that
I
leak
wonder what
turned
it's
out to
gonna
be.
do though, because I didn't watch like the full presentation. I just watched the trailer. So is there anything else it's gonna do? How stasis has the freezing properties? Do we know if it like what the
You get to web
other
swing
properties?
Spider-Man.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't
Is
think
that
they ever got
is that
into-
it?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. It's
There's gotta be
creation.
more.
So it's the opposite of void. So it's just creation abilities.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Right.
yeah.
Gotcha. That
I
makes
don't-
sense. That's why you could grapple out of like nothing.
Literally nothing. Yeah.
Because you're
I-
grabbing onto something that exists in like an alternate
You
reality.
just reach into a different fucking like dimension.
Boys are bringing in the multiverse.
Bro, I'm telling
They're
you,
bringing in the
I'm about to pull out
the
Spider-Man.
MCU started. The MCU started with the multiverse, and now everyone's copying it. Here comes
Yep.
the Destiny with Lightfall.
Yep.
This was the D1 rocket launcher I was talking about before, Michael, that I said I wanted them to bring back. Dragon's Breath.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
remember
But I don't think they will because we have
Yes, I do.
Deathbringer.
Yeah.
But Dragon's
Oh,
Breath
that
was good. I had fun with it. No one used it when I got it, but
I love
I
Dragon's
thought it was
Breath.
cool.
It was so much fun.
What did I hear back
it
there?
was a blast. I wanted to do that to segue into something still Destiny related. We'll start with the easy one first because I had a couple Destiny ideas. I don't know how many you took down, Evan. So I wanted to touch on this. If you could take one exotic from
I had that down.
one class and give it to another class, what would it be and why? Only one exotic, or you can do one hunter, like each class. We could do like one for one. Take one hunter exotic, give it to either, or one warlock, give it to either, and one titan. If you guys want to do the longer version, one of each class is exotic. What would you give it to and why?
I want
Unchanged.
I want Heart of Inmost Light on a hunter.
I thought you were gonna say on a titan for them
No.
D1 memories.
Nah, on a hunter. I want Heart of Inmost Light. Just
That'd be busted.
abilities. I want an ability spam on if just imagine it like
Yeah.
with
On Void,
high
you could just-
with high mobility, you could just keep dodging, throw grenades. Vortex grenades are OP. Boom. You just won the game. You beat Destiny. Congratulations.
Well, I mean, I think that would just give flashbacks back to was the D1 when hunters got void. I think it would be a lot like that. Smoke screen, grenade.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it would just be that. That's all
Yeah.
it would do. Okay, so that's a Titan exotic moved over. For me, if I were to, I'm gonna go along the same vein here. If I were gonna give a Titan exotic to anything, I would say I wouldn't mind giving. I mean, warlocks have enough.
Oh, come on!
Warlocks have
Come
the biggest
on! We can all,
handicaps, bro.
come on! We
Look
can.
at
I
it.
was gonna
we can always
say-
take them all.
I was gonna say Helm of Saint 14 for warlocks would be kind of cool, but they have Nezarix, so like you wouldn't run it anyways.
No, it'd be as the residential warlock here. It would be nice.
You
to
would
have,
run Helm of Saint 14 over Nezarix.
You
I
don't
mean,
even get a
depending on-
bubble.
Well, I
You
mean
need
that's
a-
the thing,
You
but
need a
it'd be-
bubble.
Yes, I understand. I would need a bubble. Thank you.
I
very
would
much.
just.
I'm not saying.
I did
that-
say unchanged, so that does put a hole in that one for me.
I'm not saying that the bubble aspect is one thing, but I would like the ability to be able to blind my opponents when I do something. like
if they walked into the healing rift.
Yeah,
Sure.
That would be like the
There you
closest.
go.
But then that
There you
breaks
go, you
my
can tie
own
it like
rule
that.
of unchanged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I would like. Oh my god, that's tough. I didn't even think because I
Yeah.
wanted to continue with Titan Exotic onto something else, but that wasn't what I was thinking of.
I can give you one if you
So,
help.
Starlight scales. Put them on.
We're
all
just
the
talking
other
about
classes.
Titan, brother.
I know. I'm saying like
I don't even know what a
for
Starlight
Titan.
Scales is.
Oh, whatever that.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hunter exotic.
Oh, God.
The Hunter Leg exotic. I would.
Oh,
put
Stompies.
The other classes. No, fuck.
Warlocks will
Hey,
take
Maybe
Stompies.
for the
Warlocks.
Warlock will
Stompies.
Warlock will take Stompies
Yeah,
to help us
Warlock
with our jump.
Needs
Yes, please.
Stompies.
Well, you guys just might as well get an infinite jetpack or
Yes,
something
please.
to help out. That shit trash.
Or
I will take Stompies for the Warlock class.
you could give them a. You could really make Warlocks a little more busted and say suddenly the best mobile class by giving them the D1 equivalent of Stompies. That would not be fun.
I accept.
Riley, I'll give you
I
one if you
accept.
would
I
like.
accept.
If you would like, I have a really good one.
All right, go.
Dune Marchers on an Arc Hunter.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure how exactly that would play out.
With combination blow?
Yeah.
Dude.
That'd be disgusting.
Nasty.
Goddamn.
What about you, Evan?
I'm gonna get a squirt so I can have another shot.
Besides,
This is a family show.
Or like if I was doing
Mike.
a Titan exotic onto another class, that's rough because they're so specific with like the Ward of Dawn. But like besides of Heart Inmost Light, I would either do.
I can give you one.
Probably Hollow Fire Heart because it helps with their solar abilities come back faster. That would be fun for. That would be for a solar hunter. Would be fun.
I can give you one.
What's up? What do you got? What you got? Another idea?
Laurel Leaves.
What else? Laurel Leaves would be good. I just got that. It didn't come to my mind. But
Laurel
Laurel Leaves would be good because it's yeah. No, Laurel Leaves would be good just for that recovery fucking boost for all the other classes. That shit's dumb. But I would love to put that exotic hunter leg that just came out. I would like to put that on the Titan and the Warlock class just to see what their supers would fucking do with
Star
that.
Star Eaters on everything. That's like an easy.
Everything.
Yeah.
I would love to see the damage
on a
output.
Titan.
So that's what I wanted to bring up earlier. Gryfalcons will soon be enabled. Mid-October.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Finally, bro.
Finally, and then something's gonna else pop up and they're gonna push it back.
I've been using my Graviton forfeit build again.
You're gonna go into your inventory, you're gonna see Gryfalcons. It's now just a legendary with no extra perk. It's just gonna be just a regular purple chest.
All right, so you guys ready for me to break the game for you Titans? So from the Warlock class, I bestow onto you Winter's Guile. Okay.
No one runs Stasis Titan, my guy.
Oh yeah.
With Winter Guile, every melee gets stronger and stronger, and it stacks 5 times.
So combination blow on a hunter.
Oh, okay.
Get the fuck out of here!
All right,
Hunter main.
I like your.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I'm just a hunter.
I'll see myself out.
No,
I'm not.
Stompies on a Titan.
Stompies on a Titan. Jesus. Making me more faster.
On a Stompies on a Arc Titan. Let's go.
Oh god. With the Basilisk
Havoc.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
That's nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Well, how long have we been running? Oh, like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Last time was like an hour and a half also. It's just
It was only an hour.
Yeah, it was about an hour.
Was it only an hour?
Yeah.
It was about an hour you guys ran last time.
Yeah.
I do have one more thing.
Good.
It would be
Let's go.
Come on.
Top 5
Top fives.
Top 5
top 5 numbers. Go.
Exotic ornaments in Destiny 2, like what would be your top 5?
Oh,
that was the one I forgot.
That was another one of Riley's idea. I definitely
I got my list. I got my list on that one. So
Let's go. I didn't
will
make
go
my
first.
list. Go. I didn't make mine.
Again, no particular order, as the rest of my lists, but the Malfeasance, the red and black Malfeasance one, the trophy. You have the Vexmitha class where it turns it all white because that thing is just clean.
Bro, that's the shade.
Silver.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's silver.
Silver. It's chrome.
Silver, white, chrome, same difference. Y'all know what I mean.
They're all different.
I'm walking here.
I'm walking here.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, alright? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Izanagi the Izanagi broadsword ornament.
Yeah, I got
because
that.
that's just nostalgic.
That's a cool one.
I was definitely digging the Sub-Zero ornament on the Cold Heart Trace Rifle.
That's not bad.
And then the ornament for 1,000 Voices that turns it like all black. I forgot what the name of it was, but that just looked sick.
I like the white one. I'm partial to the white one on that.
And then of course, as an honorable mention, the Taken version of the exotic sniper.
Whisper of the Worm.
That's it.
I like the Hive one. The Taken one is really good, but I like the one that's like more true Hive.
Yeah. So that's my list for top exotics. I wasn't sure if we were doing armor or weapons, so I just stuck with weapons.
Just whatever ornaments you think are fucking wicked. They could go armor or weapon class.
So yeah.
Or shit, you got a sparrow that you think's wicked? Go for it. Go for it, Michael. What you got?
I think, and this is gonna. It's a warlock. It's a warlock ornament. But Phoenix Protocol.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say it.
Is the coolest ornament for an exotic in the game.
Bro, with the watermelon shader,
Bro,
get out of here!
God, get out of here! Get out of here with that watermelon shader.
No, with Amethyst Veil, where it's all black, but like the dots are purple. That should look clean as hell.
Looking like a goddamn flower with that watermelon.
Yeah, damn near. I'm gonna go with the all white with the blood splatter ornament for the Crimson.
I love that one.
Yeah, it's like the White Witch Red Death ornament. So
yeah.
The Black Talon one that I have with like the little void orb in the middle.
I have that one still on my Black Talon.
That shit clean. The Star Eater scales that make it look the ones that I normally wear. Just the only.
Is that the ones that I have?
It's the only ornament, so probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like the other ones. They're too fish-like. Damn, I should have made a list. Oh, the Celestial Nighthawk one with the red eyes. That should look clean.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
Is that the one that I normally run to?
I think you guys.
What about Mask of Bacchus, my guy?
Yeah, no, I mean it's alright. I have it. I do like the ornament for it.
Hey, the Celestial Nighthawk that makes you look like a bird is fugly as fuck, though.
Yeah.
That's the nightmares I'm made of.
Like
the second I saw that ornament, I just like I didn't sleep for days after that came out. I'm like, what the fuck?
That shit's tight though. Alright.
I'll go, I guess. So just because I gotta put it on there. My Stompies where it gives you the robot legs.
Oh my god. I knew you were gonna say that.
I love it. I love the detail that they put into it. I think it's phenomenal.
I think it's called Turbo Kickers.
Yeah, it is. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so. I love it so much. It's great. I feel like that's just what they should look like by default, given the nature of the exotic. I'm gonna go ahead and go with just because I love the concept of it, the red string of fate for the Malfeasance. I don't even have the Malfeasance, but it's because I don't play Gambit.
Fuck Gambit.
Yeah. Drifter suck my nuts.
We'll do it just to get you the Malfeasance.
Hey, you guys want to play Gambit?
That exotic.
Later?
No.
Hey, might as well. I mean, there's a bunch of seasonal challenges that need to be completed for it. So
challenge. It's challenge plus.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm gonna have to play Gambit.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I say we grab our drinks.
So that's 2.
I say we grab our drinks and play Gambit. Make it more.
I'm gonna have to say that new Helm of Saint 14 ornament.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
sir.
new one.
It's
really
clean.
nice.
Yeah.
That one's super cool. I'm gonna have to say that Hive one for Whisper of the Worm, so opposite of Chris's. And then for 5, that's pretty tough because there's quite a few that I really like, even if they're on bad exotics. But I was gonna initially say the stag ornament, but I like both of them. I like the regular stag and the robot.
The cyber one better.
I like them both pretty even, just because I love like how it looks like a candle and like the normal one in its eyes, like a candle flame. So I guess 5, we'll go ahead and go with the ice on the Black Talon.
That's a good one.
That's a nice list.
I'm a sucker for the ice stuff.
Black Talon gang, bro.
Yeah, you know how you roll.
Yeah.
Your turn.
So I would have to go with the Izanagi's broadsword as well. I like that look. Definitely the red string of fate. I have that on my mouthpiece since I fucking love the jade and the red string. I like the Saint 14 helm. I think you said that too. That ornament is pretty wicked. I think it's the ramparts have a really nice chained up one that are cool.
Oh yeah.
But what would I say for my last? I haven't looked at too many. Oh, I don't even know what the Laurel's one is.
Stop with the watermelon.
Ooh, a watermelon. Hey, that's my other exotic, watermelon. No,
that's the only shader we could put on our exotics.
Yeah, I have the Black Talon. I would have to say that one too. I still have that one. I think they did come out with one that made it look almost like a pirate sword, though. That one was wicked. I like that one. I didn't get it, but that would probably be my top. Oh, I do like the Dead Man's Tail exotic ornament, the one that gives it the white and silver, or the white and chrome. That one.
Yeah, I think that's still the only one.
Yeah, it probably is. It reminds me of the old Hendry 22.
Tombstone.
But Tombstone, yeah. But that's all I got for that one. So, but that's everything on the list, boyos. What else are we gonna talk about?
I mean, there's a number of things with like Destiny related that.
Yeah, exactly.
We could go on for like another hour and a half.
It's up to you
there's
guys.
other game stuff I wanted to touch on.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I mean, it's all gonna be kind of long. I was gonna say like best top, like what are some of your favorite game soundtracks? Like what games had the best soundtracks to you? But I think that should be saved for another time because that one I think some of you will need some research.
I definitely would. I did watch that fucking episode though, Michael, of first episode of My Hero.
Oh yeah, the new season. Oh my god!
I'm excited. When I watched that new episode, it wasn't like a whole bunch, but I'm like, it psychs you up, dude. I'm ready for what's about to fucking go down.
I'm so hyped.
I'm ready. Immediately turned over to Demia and I was like, hey, I'm gonna take a quick like 7-month nap. Just wake me up when the season's done.
Yeah, that's why I
binge it. Yep.
I'm so mad.
I have to watch the movies.
Yeah,
but
you should.
It's upsetting.
Well, we'll definitely have to do the next podcast. We could either do on anime. That'd be fun.
Got a question for Chris here.
I don't know. Ooh,
how far happy he got when he saw the eggplants.
How far are you? And because I know you haven't started, Evan. How far are you, Chris, and the boys?
I am on season 2, episode 2.
Damn.
Okay, you're making good progress.
Yeah, Evan. Come on, dude.
I'm getting on it.
We got. You've been saying that though. You gotta. Chris started on season 2, bro.
Yeah.
He just started it.
I'm gonna start it.
Yo.
You're gonna want
so good. I cannot wait. Yeah, it's one of those where like.
Oh.
I was like, everyone's talking about this. And I was,
you know what?
Working the box, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it this week. I'm gonna rewatch the whole thing start to finish because I'm almost done with my Cobra Kai rewatch. I'm gonna watch The Boys next. just to get a refresh.
I'll try to get at least
this.
season 1 done before the next.
No, you need to get. You're gonna
want to do
once you start watching it, you're not gonna want to stop.
You can't stop, man.
Yeah, you literally can't stop.
It's
so
one
good.
of those.
Like I've been up to like 1-2 in the morning watching them, like completely losing track of time, and then realizing like,
I'm gonna start it tomorrow, right when I come home from work. I'm gonna play episode.
I'm like,
I would say
shit, I gotta go to work in like 2 hours, but I want to finish watching this episode.
Season 3 is probably the first season where I was like, okay, I can pick this back up tomorrow. But like, I was still reluctant to do so in season 3. But it was the first point where I was like, I can finish it tomorrow. I can finish the second half of the season tomorrow. Gotcha. Like, it was the only season where I felt like there was like a point where I could like
take a break,
be tolerable to stop watching it for the night and finish it the next day.
So it came out on Fridays when it was airing.
What?
The Boys.
I didn't even.
Fridays. So
I waited until it was done.
I was watching it week to week. I would stay up till right after midnight, and it would drop on Prime. And I'd watch it, and I'd rewatch it the next day because it was like I wanted to like it was. That's how I've done it since season 1, though. Like ever since I watched season 1.
Yeah. I binge every season. I waited till it was done on everyone.
I don't have that kind of patience. I wish I could.
Yeah.
I wish I
I've seen some clips from it, and it seems wild.
It's so good. Also, another one. I don't think Riley likes it, but Invincible is really good too.
Yeah,
I've
for
seen
me,
some clips of that shit. That's wild.
Like, it's just some of like the animation's not like super my speed. I got to give it another shot, but
it was really good.
I watched I think 2 episodes. And I was like, "This is like I see the appeal for sure." Yeah. It's just some of the animation feels a little bit like cheap. Not so much lazy, but like more they didn't have the time or the money to like actually make it look how like it feels like they wanted it to. But I mean that could just be a stylistic choice. I mean I like other anime and cartoons and shows in general that have animation styles where people are like, "Why the fuck you watch that?" Like Devilman Crybaby on Netflix. You guys all gotta watch
Devil May Cry.
Devilman Cry. No, not Devil May Cry, my guy. Devilman Crybaby.
I've watched like episode 1 or 2, and I could see how the artwork would be like.
I was unsure about after episode 1, and then I was like, "Let's watch episode 2," and then I finished it. That's how bad it sucked me in. So yeah, I can't really talk too much on not liking Invincible's artwork animation style because I like stuff with much more off-putting animation style.
I would definitely say give it
I gotta give it another shot.
Dude, the cast is so good. Like
yeah, that's one of the reasons I want to give it another shot.
Good. They got Rafi in there, bro.
He's been in a lot.
Yeah.
He's in a
surprise.
Yeah.
You guys gotta watch if you haven't seen The Good Place.
I heard that's
pretty.
I've heard it's good.
It's funny.
Yeah,
it's good, and he makes an appearance in there too. And he's one of my favorite characters in it.
Dude, he was so funny on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Really good. He was Adrian Pimento, bro. He was so funny.
God!
Oh, I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I was just about to say, man, you want to talk about a show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah, I watched it so many times. Yeah, I'm so sad they took it off Hulu. I was just watching it again too, and then they took it off. I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta get Peacock. Now I can watch The Office and Brooklyn Nine-Nine again, so I have to get Peacock now.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Rest in peace, Paramount Plus. I'm about to cancel that shit.
On Hulu, Only Murders in the Building is
I've heard that's
phenomenal. It is. So it's so good. We purposely did not watch season 2 until it was done, because we knew we were gonna binge it. Because season 1 we hadn't started it, and it was already done by the time we decided to start it, and we ended up binging it. So we were like, "Oh, well, we're gonna do it." So and then The Expanse is the other show that I will never stop recommending to you guys because The Expanse is like the best space show. Period. Even I love Firefly. Don't get me wrong. The Expanse shits on it. So sorry, people that are like nostalgia
really
fans for Firefly, because I'm a massive Firefly fan. But The Expanse is the best space show that's not trying to be Star Trek.
All right, I have an idea. Let's do a TV episode. We got to do just a TV episode because like all this shit that we're talking about, we could have like long ass discussions, bro.
Yeah,
like, we can do TV shows and movies.
I was about to say we'll put it on the list for the next time.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Run it.
I don't know if we could do TV and movies in the same one because I'm about to pop off. Like we might have to make 2 different episodes out of that.
We could do one on TV shows and then one on movies.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Definitely. I urge all 3 of you to check out the Expanse. So good. I have no one to talk to about it. It's so good. It's got a great cast. It's good.
All right, I'll check it out. Are you guys gonna wrap
up? What's it on? Hulu?
I actually don't know what it's on because I watched it on my Plex.
I'll Google it.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
It was on my Plex on the Plex server that I'm a part of, so I don't know where it is.
All right, we're at over an hour and a half. You guys want to wrap this one up and go play some
video
games?
Yeah, let's call it.
Yep. All right.
Well, I got a nice buzz going on.
You're not the only one.
Hell yeah, well that.
Destiny.
Hell yeah, dude, we're running that fucking hunter. Well shit. All right, everybody who's listening to this chat this time for Vorpal Cast number 2. Thank you for watching. Come back next week, 5 o'clock on Thursday for episode 3.
Yep. Let's get
I don't know what it's gonna be about. It'll be a surprise.
It's gonna be a surprise to me too.
We're gonna keep up this trend of talking about a lot of different top 5s and stuff, at least for a little while, just because we want you, our audience, to get to know us a little bit better. Until we start branching off from that and just actually having more detailed and deep dive discussions on some of the more beloved movies, TV shows, games that are all big parts of our lives.
Because real talk, I could talk a whole hour about New Girl.
Oh, 100%. I could jump in on that. I could do that.
Fucking watch it on load. It's a good show.
Yeah.
Sorry,
South Park, It's Always Sunny.
Oh, South Park, yeah, for sure. What we do in the shadows, you know.
Yeah, exactly. There's too many.
We'll
be able to jump into deep dive discussions.
We'll have
Supernatural for sure.
So
yeah, we're gonna keep doing the top 5 stuff pretty frequently. Just for a little while. It's a good way to get anyone watching this to get to know us a little bit better before we start jumping into deep dive discussions, just so that way people can kind of understand the point of view that some of us might have on certain shows.
Yeah.
Good point, Ryan. Good for sure. Good to add in for sure.
Yeah.
But
other than that, bye.
Toodles,
bitches. Have a good Thursday.
Bye, everybody.